All right, what is going on? Welcome. We've had what a night. What a night of a dump, and we had a really big telltale yesterday, last night that I called out in the group, and want to talk about it, and then talk about where I think price is heading. So let me know when you get in the chat, and we'll jump in. Only have about 30 minutes to spend with you this morning. Then I've got to. There we go. Um, we got about 30 minutes to spend. We're gonna have to go and be with my family as we have a Thanksgiving dinner at my kid's school. So, all right. Let me know when you get in. What's up, Dave? Mac? Mike? What's up, guys? How's it going? We're going to try to expedite this as quickly as we can, so hopefully people will jump in quick. What's up, Gerard? In the house. Crit, what's up, man? What's up, Thomas? How are you, sir? All right, 12 of you in here. Awesome. Wait for everybody to join and see what's going on. So I jumped in down here. I'll tell you why. What's up, Josh? Um, Kiko and Mac. What's up, guys? I went long here, not knowing fully what to expect, and still don't know fully what to expect. But I'm playing it by ear right now, and sometimes that's what you got to do when you're trading, especially if you see a really good entry spot. And I had a confluence of fibs as well as a count that was finishing up, as well as a trend line. It was just a bunch of stuff coming together. I announced last night I was waiting for 89.30. I got 89.30 this morning and hit the trigger. I didn't hesitate. It dipped down to 87, not 87. I said 89.30. I meant 69.30, 68.30. There we go. This fib right here. See that guy right there? That fib. 68.30. Hit the trigger this morning. As soon as we hit, it dipped down to what, 67.79 in that ballpark. But I was like, yeah, it was good. A little scary in that little dip. I didn't know how far it was going to go, but we were hitting this. I didn't want to miss a retrace if we got it. It's not been as impulsive as I'd like to see it right now. We're still on a corrective fib level, so I'm still watching that carefully. We're not really hitting impulsive yet, guys. It's looking fairly corrective yet, but we have come up beyond this. Looking at this wave right here. I've got that marked as a diagonal, but that could easily be a three wave as well. This could be a three wave right there, and then a three wave down. It's a possibility, guys. We've got a, and let me while I'm thinking about it, guys, let me pull up my Kraken just to be ready to take profit on this little move if I need to. Okay. Um, just want to have that open just in case. There we go. All right. All right. Yeah. So still just popping around this 1276. It's not really looking impulsive up there. It's kind of moving up fairly correctively. But if we get another jolt up to the top, we might be thinking more impulsive. We do have a five wave here, a three wave. You can make a case for a finished five wave in here, but it's continued on. So not sure how to count that right yet, so we'll wait and see. Regardless of what this is, if we get another push to the upside, if it becomes impulsive, guys, we're going to wait for a three-way pullback. Do not FOMO and do not freak out. Okay, you will not miss out. I don't think. I think we're going to have a period of consolidation before any kind of move to the upside. But I'm going to show you what my count is. But I just wanted to give you some, just some trading practice here. This isn't financial advice, as always. Just how I see the market and how I trade it, and I'm sharing that with you guys. Like I always say, I'm telling you how I spend my money, not how you should spend yours. So that being said, let's right here is, if we end up getting an impulse to the upside, guys, just wait for that thing to finish, okay? And then you're going to see a three-way pullback. There are a couple of things that I always say. I want to see. This is the character of this pullback that I want to see. I want to see it come to at least 50% of this wave. So what we're going to do, once that wave is complete, you're going to put the retrace tool on that wave. Okay, wait for it to come down to at least 50%. Man, I nailed it. And then what you want to also see is three waves. You want to see a three-wave action. Finally, you want to, when those three waves are being formed, you want to measure the extension of those waves, and you want to see some confluence to the 1-to-1 extension or the 127 extension with that 50 to 618 area. You want to see a lot of confluence right in there. So you see a three-wave pullback and confluence of your fibs there. It's looking good. Wave actions looking, price actions looking good. That's your good low-risk entry entry region. There's no reason to enter when the price is going up here when you're FOMOing if the price is just going to end up coming back on you. So remember that as as the way to enter and exit trades as far as you wait on it. Okay, I know some of you are feeling like, oh no, this is running away on me. What am I going to do? You're going to wait for it to come back. The market always comes back. Say it with me. The market always comes back. All right, so let's see here. Let me just make sure. Awesome. Welcome everybody who just joined. Glad you guys are here. There's 34 of you. Glad you're here. So anyway, we're watching the fibs. So I've got the fibs on here waiting to see what this wave is going to end up being. Looking for the 1618 for a designation of an impulse. So I'd like to see price come on up here to the 1618. What I would be expecting to see if it becomes impulse is 1, 2, a 3 wave, a back, a retrace for a 4, and then up for 5. That's when we're going to take our 3 waves to the downside, and this is where we're going to look long right there from there. So that's that. Let me zoom out and show you the count that I'm peeking at this morning. I was just playing with trend lines this morning, and I was like, oh my Lord, look at that. Right here, we've got this trend line right here. It just goes all the way down, boom. And if you see it perfectly, let me just zoom in a little bit here. We came down and nailed it to the tick. I mean, look at it. Boom, 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 boom. We got four touches of that trend line. That doesn't mean we can't break it, okay? That doesn't mean we can't break it. But what I find interesting is that when I draw that trend line there, and then I draw a trend line across the top here, and you can see it, okay? I excluded the top wick and I came down to the second wick. It gets me closer to this touch here. Even if I do, I don't like it necessarily. So it's not perfect by all means. If I exclude this top wick there and come down to that touch, it gets me a lot of touches there. I like that a lot. What does that look like to you guys? To me, just looking at it, it looks like a leading diagonal, and every wave is 3 waves. I mean, you got a 3-wave move, 1, okay. Maybe we'll put that back up there. It doesn't need to touch on that point there. So that's good. Yeah, so we got a 3-wave move there. 1, a 3-wave move 2, a 3-wave move 3, a 3-wave move 4, and a quick 5. The third is not the shortest. It is, so that's the rule there. It can't be the shortest. It looks really good if we just simplify it there. Now, these could be WXYs and ABCs in there, no doubt. That's an expanded flat 3-wave, but nevertheless, that's a possibility of a count, maybe. And then we've got a 3, all this right here, all this stuff, all that right there is measuring correctively, guys. It's all measuring 3 waves in there, 3 waves. And so you got this like A, B, and a C, and we got a 5-wave and a C coming down maybe. Now, is it finished? Time will tell, right? Time will tell if it's finished or not. Sometimes it's really, really hard. I'm gonna zoom into this and show you some fib levels and some micro counts there that I think it might be done. It's a good chance it's done, but I'm not certain that it's done. But regardless that this looks like a 3-wave move in some fashion, everything is 3 waves within it. But it's a bear to count. I mean, everybody's having a hard time with it, even me, but I don't stress over it so much. I just kind of zoom out and say, okay, I got a 3-wave move here, regardless of what it is. Everything's measuring 3 waves. Everything's looking 3-wave-ish. And so, yeah, and so basically it's looking really, really good for a potential. We might have another hit to the low. We might even undershoot it a little bit to scare everybody and that'll get us down. Who knows if that's going to happen or not. I can't say, but it's really looking good. So I had a good risk to reward long right here, and I entered right at man, I was kind of frustrated. I did a market order at was 68.50, and it didn't fill until 69.01. So that's my entry long is 69.01. Not as naily as I like to get. I did pretty good though. I mean, I'm not It's not a horrible position for sure, but I was trying to I was trying to hit that bottom like a champ, but didn't quite make it. Let's talk about the move last night. And guys, I'm kind of going fast, and I was up all night with the trading group last night. I just felt like after the dump prior and missing that thing, I don't know. And then once we got the flat last night, guys, it was like on. I was like, oh my, there's a flat, and then that tells me we're going down. Okay, so what happened last night? And I sent out the warning. I said, here, in fact, let me just open the Telegram chat there. Go up right. Where did I send it? Right here. There it is. Watch out for flat here. And then I made a little video last night how I'm thinking about trading it, so not to leave everybody in the lurch there. So I did my very best to kind of guide the trading group through that, the best I was thinking about it myself. So zoom into the 5-minute chart here and look at that flat here. What is a flat? Is where we have a 3-wave move to the upside, which we had, followed by a 3-wave move to the downside that comes to 90%. So we've got a 3, and then, man, what the telltale of a flat is, man, that C wave just shoots up like a just like a rocket. Okay, just goes boom, and then it just starts a reversal off the top. You also, so that's a telltale sign of a flat. You also have the extension here. When you measure the extension of those waves, came and tagged the one-to-one extension, and then we got the rejection off of it. And so once I saw that, once we got that rejection right here, and it was down in here in this consolidation zone, this is when I made the video. I'm like, if we get a 3-wave pullback, well, daggone it, we didn't get the 3-wave pullback. So that was, but I was still convinced that we needed to go short. So once price started coming down, I entered in here right at 74. I think I didn't get into like 7,400, and then right in this region, I was like, well, I've got to get in. Then we had this stupid pullback, which really frustrated me, but finally it paid out pretty good, and I held it all the way to this morning. So that's the way I traded that move, and and what I did after that is what I pulled the fibs off of this top line right here. I posted this chart as well, guys. Y'all have this chart in the group right there, and I watched those fibs, and I said I got 1, 2, and then I had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like a little 5-wave right here, and then the pullback. So we had a 1, 2, and then we had another 1, 2 here. Okay. And then we've got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this could be a 1, 2, and that's not a 3 because it came to the one-to-one extension, right? So that's a 1, 2, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that to me, the way I'm counting that wave, okay, is this. I'm counting this as a 1, 2, and then all that's 3. We got the 4th wave pullback, okay, and then I was waiting for the 5th wave to come on down to the 68.30 mark. Let me show you that chart in the group there. There's the chart. Nope, that's where I showed my entry. Let me show the chart. There it is, right there. And so when I was counting that wave, boom, I was waiting for this. We ended up getting a big old swing overnight, and then finally it came down and paid out that 5th. So that was the chart I shared last night in the trading group as well. So there we go. So I stayed up all night. I fell asleep this morning around 5:30 a.m. I couldn't keep my eyes open anymore, and this is where we are. So whether we've reversed or not, I don't know. I can't be certain, but I think this. The reason I entered here is because to me it's a finished 5 waves, and it looks like we're getting something kind of impulsive coming off the top here. And so, thanks, Matt. Man, I just caught that on my phone. I really appreciate that gift. Thank you so much. I'm keeping talking because I've got to leave here in about 15 minutes. I want to make sure I get all the information to you. Then I want to answer any of your questions that you have. Okay. So yeah, 1, 2, and then let's see if we can get up here to the 1618. Keep having these little reversals. It's not coming up as impulsive as I would like to see it, but nevertheless, it's coming. It looks like we're getting a little bit of a rejection. Let's see what happens here. I want to watch that with you just for a second. Okay. So yeah, what do you think about the count, guys? As far as what I just showed you, as far as a potential diagonal there, and so let me just zoom back out, I suppose, and talk about. if that's a diagonal, guys, we should be getting a three-wave pullback to the upside. About 50% of this move at least. So where would that put us if we get such a pullback? If we get it, I mean, right now, 10,300, it puts us right up here at the top of the structure, a retest of that zone. The golden zone takes us up here to 11,002 to 11,004. If we get this three-wave, over Christmas, that would be a good Christmas present. And then into January or whatever. I don't know. Who knows how that's going to come up? It may be a lot shorter than that, right? We don't know. It looks like we're getting a bit of a rejection here on not quite follow through yet. A lot of times what I'll try to do, guys, is we did break that trend line there, but we'll see. I may cut this one. It's looking fairly finished. Excuse me, guys. I don't want to cut it too soon. I may wait that one out for a little confirmation. It looks like it's dumping, but just as soon as I cut it, it just whoop. All right, well, we'll keep rocking here. We'll keep watching that. I just don't want to miss it while I'm doing the live stream. I want to make sure I take profit where I need to take profit. I've got a nice little trade. And I'm recouping some of the loss that I held onto a bad position too long. I did a bad trading thing. I just held onto a bad position a little too long. I should have cut it at 80.50, and I didn't. Deer in the headlights. I held it. I was convinced of my count. I turned out the market decided it was going to do better than me, and so yeah. So that's where I am. So tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to go ahead and take my profit right now. See if we got divergence here in the. We've got some divergence there. I'm gonna hold it. I'm a very patient person, guys. I'm usually quite patient because, we'll wait and see. Okay, wait and see. If I get more confirmation, I'll do it. Matt, thanks a lot, Matt. I really appreciate that. All right, let me catch up in the chat here. But yeah, I'm expecting here, back to what I was talking about, expecting a B wave up to the upside. Now, I don't think it's going to happen overnight, and I don't think it's going to happen today necessarily, but we might get the beginnings of it, right? Might get an impulse wave to the upside. What's an impulse wave? We're looking for 5 waves. We're looking for that. So in an impulse wave, this is what we're looking for: 5 waves. Okay, want to see that, and we want to see that third wave. We want to see it come up to the 1618 region. Okay, we want to see that thing come up. Then we want to see a pullback for a 4th wave, and then a follow through for the 5th wave. That's what we want to see. We don't want to see it come up to the 1618 and just fall back down and break this low. Okay, because if basically a price falls back down and then breaks the 1, then it's a failed. That's a corrective wave. It's not impulsive. So even if it comes to the 1618, if we don't get that pullback and then the follow through with the 5th wave, then it's corrective and not impulsive. But keep in mind, guys, a simple correction, even if you get a simple corrective wave, let me show you, like so. You get a simple corrective wave, it can reverse, but sometimes what it'll do is it'll just do a little 3-wave move like that, and then it'll continue on, okay? And so that basically becomes a double zigzag like that. And so you got to watch out for that as well, because that is often the case. So sometimes what you'll do is you'll take profit, and that's why I'm a little nervous to take profit right here. I'm in such a good position here. I don't want to just get a little 3-wave and then another move to the upside. I don't want there to be a reversal here back to the upside. So I'm going to wait for confirmation of that, and we'll see what's going on there. Okay, yep, didn't touch the 618. Why do you want to cut it? Because it's reverse. It looks like Hamed's asking why do I want to cut it right now? It didn't touch 1618. Well, what if I don't think it's going to touch the 1618 and it's reversing off of this? That means this is a corrective wave. This is an ABC, right? And there's a clear 5 waves in here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks like 5 finished waves too, and it just didn't make it to the to the 1618. Now, I've got other ways to count that. If it continues up, I've got other ways to count that. But I guess what I'm saying is that, if this is a corrective wave, then that means we're coming down more downside. Okay, and if it's more downside, I want to take my profit, and then I'll look for another entry, or I'll look to go short or something like that. So, yeah, no problem, James. Do we go to 6.2, James Bond? I don't know. Yeah, I know. Okay, gotcha. Um, um, let's see. I'm just catching up with the chat. What's after 72.28? Okay, that's reversing, guys. I'm just gonna take profit and wait for another entry. And there it goes, coming back up. All right, I have no positions. Excellent. Okay. All right, we'll look for another position. Even if it goes up a little bit, I'm not going to freak. I took profit. I guaranteed that profit. Profit is always good to take. Um, so I made, I'm very happy with that. Okay, let me go on here. I've got to go here in just a minute, everybody. I'm sorry about that. But you can go ahead and I'll come. I'll be there on time. Promise. Promise. My wife's like, we got to go. So I do have to go, guys. Let me get any final questions you might have quickly. I've kind of shared what I'm thinking here. Let me just do a final, where I think the wave might be going here. So boom, boom. We're not making it to the 1618. Looks like we're getting some reversal here. If we get a reversal here, guys, we might make another hit to the low. But this could be a fourth wave or something like that. It did come back up to this region and stop. But it may continue on from there. So be aware of that. It may continue on from here. What's the likelihood of it continuing on? Let me look into that just for a minute here. You're on camera.
Oh, sorry.
No, I'm just letting you know.
You're doing the screen thing, right?
Yeah, there's a video of you and me. Yeah. Looks kind of done, guys. Looks kind of done. So yeah, we might be getting another low here, guys. So I'm not sure. Not sure what's going to happen. Let's watch this trend line. Zoom out. Let's watch this trend line down here. We might have another hit to it. We might just have another 3 waves corrective. Not exactly sure. I was telling the group this morning, I'm kind of flying blind here, guys. I'm not certain about this count. And so when I'm not certain about a count, can you still trade? Yeah. You can still trade. You can trade off fibs. You can trade off support and resistances. You don't have to know the count. I just need to know the direction. And I'm banking on there's going to be a reversal here very soon. This thing isn't going to go straight down forever. I mean, look at this big old move. Then we had some sideways consolidation, and then we had an up move. Okay, so whenever we have these big moves, we generally have some reversal. Even if it's corrective, we have some reversal. It looks like I made a good decision here, guys. I'm very happy about that. So let me just open up the chat here. Just see what you guys are saying. Thoughts on a good entry point? Well, but again, we don't have it. This hasn't proved to be impulsive yet. But remember, um, this hasn't proved to be an impulse yet. This could be a four wave right here. And so what we could have in our hands is, yeah, I kind of feared that, what it's doing right now. But that's fear, right? We don't have fear in trading. One, two, making the three, four, five. Wait for that to finish. If you get five waves, wait for it to finish. Then you're waiting for a three wave pullback. That three wave pullback needs to be 50%. It needs to come down to a 50% retrace of the entire move, okay? If you get it. Doesn't look like we're getting it though. But it needs to come back three waves, okay? And it needs to come back 50%, and it needs to be corrective in nature, okay? Corrective meaning you have to measure the fibs and the extensions there, okay? So I can't tell you an entry price yet. You actually have to wait till the wave is formed and developed, and then go off of that. So now, if what we get here is a three wave move like this, then chances are we might get a larger three wave move like that. If we only get a three wave structure, look for another three wave structure to the upside, then that would be a double, some kind of three wave correction there. We could just go sideways all weekend, and so that's going to probably take us into the weekend. So I wouldn't expect this thing to move a lot more today. I wouldn't think, but who knows? I could be wrong on that. But if there's any more moves, I can't imagine it being much more than one more hit to the down, to the low. One more hit to the low would make sense, but that's about it. All right, guys, I got to run. I'll come back today after lunch and maybe do another live stream or in the um, um, in the afternoon or evening time. I'll see what the information we get. See if I can give you some more information. But I wanted to kind of just get to you and let you know what I'm thinking here about this major count. All right, I hope y'all have a fantastic day. Sorry I got to run, but wanted to at least get you some information. Maybe I'll see you after lunch sometime. I'll talk to you later. Bye bye, guys.